The sun, a yoke in the sky, shone on a world very different from our own. A world where the familiar sights of bustling cities and advanced technology were nothing but distant memories. Gone were the days of human ingenuity, of soaring skyscrapers and intricate machines. No, this was the age of the chicken, an era where the clucking of chickens replaced the hum of engines and the chatter of people. Specifically the reign of the Rhode Island Reds. These chickens, once ordinary barnyard fowl, had risen to unprecedented power. They had developed a taste for power, a hunger for dominance that could not be sated. Life under the chicken regime was, in a word, foul. Humans, once masters of their domain, were now relegated to cleaning coops and collecting eggs, the lucky ones, that is. Others were forced to wear ridiculous chicken costumes, endlessly pecking at the ground for the amusement of their feathery overlords. Forget smartphones and the internet, the height of technology was now the chicken phone, a device made entirely of corn husks and string, good for only one thing, ordering more birdseed. Yes, it was a dark and feather-filled chapter in human history. But even in the darkest of times, hope, much like a stubborn weed, finds a way. Enter the cats. These creatures, often underestimated and overlooked, were about to change the course of history. Those enigmatic, furry creatures, worshipped by the ancient Egyptians and tolerated barely by modern humans, saw their chance. They had been biding their time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. While the chickens strutted about, drunk on power and bad puns, the cats were organizing. In the shadows they held secret meetings, plotting their rebellion with meticulous care. Their strategy was simple, yet ingenious. No grand armies, no pitched battles. Instead, they relied on stealth, cunning, and their natural agility. Their weapon of choice? Hairballs. These seemingly innocuous clumps of fur were about to become the bane of the chicken empire. Strategically placed, these furry grenades of chaos wreaked havoc on the chicken empire. The chickens, unprepared for such an unconventional assault, were thrown into disarray. A well-timed hairball in the ventilation system of the coccyneum sent the chicken senate into a sneezing frenzy. The once orderly and disciplined senate was now a scene of utter chaos. Another, aimed at the control panel of the national egg sorting machine, brought the entire economy to its knees. The chickens, who had prided themselves on their efficiency, were now scrambling to restore order. The cats, with their clever tactics and unyielding determination, had turned the tide in their favor. The chickens, caught completely off guard, were ill-prepared for this silent, furry revolution. They had always ruled the roost, confident in their dominance over the barnyard, but now the tables had turned. The cats, with their stealthy movements and cunning strategies, had launched an unexpected coup. The chickens clucked in confusion, their beady eyes darting around in panic. Panic spread faster than salmonella at a picnic. The once orderly village was now a scene of utter chaos. Feathers flew through the air as chickens scattered in every direction, their frantic squawks echoing through the streets. The cats, sleek and agile, darted between the panicked birds, their eyes gleaming with mischief. Their carefully crafted laws, the Codex Cluckus, proved useless against the feline menace. This ancient document, painstakingly written with quill and ink, had governed the lives of the chickens for generations. But now, its rules and regulations seemed laughably inadequate. The chickens had no contingency plan for a feline invasion. The sight of a single hairball rolling down the street was enough to send even the most hardened chicken general into a flapping, squawking frenzy. These seasoned veterans of barnyard skirmishes were now reduced to quivering wrecks, their feathers ruffled and their composure shattered. The humans, initially bewildered by the sudden turn of events, quickly saw their chance. They had long been at the mercy of the chickens pecking and clucking, and now they could finally take control. With a newfound sense of purpose, they sprang into action, determined to restore order to their village. Armed with feather dusters and water pistols, they joined the cats in their fight against the oppressive poultry. The villagers, once passive observers, were now active participants in the battle. They wielded their makeshift weapons with surprising skill, their laughter mingling with the sounds of the fray. It was chaos, glorious, feather-filled chaos. The village had never seen anything like it. Feathers drifted down like snow, covering the ground in a soft white blanket. The chickens, their reign of terror finally over, retreated to the safety of their coops. The cats and villagers, victorious, celebrated their hard-won freedom, their laughter ringing out across the village.